Okay, we should be live. Now for me to actually check that, which hopefully, is all correct. This is my first time doing this, so let's see. Let me go over to okay. Looks like it's working. Okay. Now let me just oh boy. So, this is gonna be so much fun. We're back. We're back full time with Lavenza. We've got a functioning capture card, which means it's more than one attempt this time. Which means my life is gonna be so much fun, isn't it? I hate this fight. I hate it so much, but we've got to do it. We've got to do it. And you know why we've got to do it? We have to do it tonight. In fact, we have to do it because, if it happens tonight, I don't know. We'll come up with something. But if it happens tonight, I'll do something special. I don't know. I'm trying to do what Jesse does. You know, Jesse Strace. If you came over from my my Twitch. Hey, what's up, Dan? If you came over from my Twitch, you 100% know Jesse Strace and his classic, if I get a shiny now, I'll do this. We're gonna be stealing that. We're gonna... I just gotta make it clear about this. What we as shiny hunters do, yes, the classic, if I get this shiny right now, I will do X and Y thing. Okay, right, I put out a tweet about it. We've done all the setup. Now we're just waiting for Jesse. Because once Jesse gets here, then we can actually, like, get into doing attempts. I also need to figure out if I can get Twitch chat up, YouTube chat up on my phone somehow. Hopefully there is a way to do that very easily. Let me see. I'm gonna go over here. Obviously, it's showing me my own thing. I think if I just go to YouTube Studio, then it'll, like, that'll probably be how I can check live stream chat. But chat really delayed. Yeah, it is. In fact, I know it is because I can actually see it, like if you send something, I can see it on the YouTube page that I have pulled up to confirm that stream is working. But I can't see it on my Streamlabs setup. Which is kind of weird. Actually, in terms of the stream delay itself though, let me check where it's at. So, you'll hear the audio for a sec. It's just, in fact, okay. So I have pulled up to confirm. Yeah, so that's the delay you're working with. I think that's like 20 seconds. Keep that in mind. think it is more delay than we had on Twitch. But also, that's entirely worth it to keep VOD stored for more than 14 days. Like, that's the number one thing I'd say. Like, we actually get decent VOD storage. Like, as long as we have decent VOD storage, then I don't have to worry about something really shit happening, like me actually finishing Lavenza, you know, forgetting to save the VOD at some point over the course of 2 weeks and just losing it. Like, that would suck. Where is Jesse? Seriously, where the hell is Jesse? I'm literally waiting for him before I start. You know, I mean, like, you know, like, once Jesse's here, pretty much all good. I just wanna... How do I look at YouTube chat on my phone? If you got Lavenza, I'm sure you wouldn't forget to save the VOD. I mean, it's about more than just Lavenza. In the end, it's kind of like if, you know, if, how to, like, if in the, I'm a tad soft, okay, I'll turn myself off, but if in the future I'm doing something really cool, something like Danganronpa again, I don't ever want to lose a VOD. Like, that's the thing. That's something that's happened, right? It actually has happened to us. We lost Danganronpa VODs. We've lost one over the course of the whole series, yes, but that one Danganronpa VOD, I fucking hate that just isn't anywhere. You know, I don't have access to the footage of that trial, that one trial. Like, sure, I probably won't forget for Lavenza, but like, it's still kind of shit to think about the fact that there is something that I'm proud of out there, something that I'd love for other people to see at some point, or love to look back on someday, that I just can't anymore. Okay, I've now connected up my audio so I can hear the game properly. Okay, wait, now I'm just seeing if I can get up chat on my phone. Like, I'm just trying to... I might be able to get it off my Stream Elements dashboard. Do I have the Stream Elements app? I don't think I do. Let me get the Stream Elements app. Alright, we've been live for... I don't have a thing telling me how long I've been live for on OBS right now. Do I? No, I do. We've been live for 9 minutes. I mean, it's about on time for us to only really get started here. Anyway, right, okay, so I'm actually just gonna pull up the live stream on my phone and read chat directly through there. That just seems like the best I've got. And for now, you've done around 200 Blacephalon checks. You're double over odds at this rate. You'll get Lavenza. You know, I did not think about that. That's actually kind of crazy. You've done 200 checks, and you still don't have it. Yo, what's going on with that? Give me a second. Okay, cool. It's time, boys.
I have been waiting.
I 100% think we're over Lavenza odds in attempt.
Thank you.
Like, if I had to guess.
I'm pleased to see that you haven't given. Now, change.
Let's actually get into this, boys.
Persona.
Come! Akabaka! There.
Change.
Yeah, I know. I don't believe that either. How the hell are you that over odds?
Woo!
Persona!
These are good moves,
There.
but maybe we should check for weaknesses first. This calls for Persona.
I mean, like, it makes sense what you're doing with the luxury bowls, but it's still, like, how the hell are you that over odds?
Change.
It's fine.
Persona.
Persona!
Good moves,
Go
but
down!
maybe we should check for weaknesses first.
Oh, Wi-Fi connection lost. Oh no. I didn't even think it had a Wi-Fi connection right now.
Persona.
Non-Blacephalon den hunts. What do you mean, but what about non-Blacephalon den hunts?
This calls for Here I come.
It's time. Vishnu!
Debilitator Okuda.
This calls for
This is nice and nostalgic, but at the same time, dear God, I'm not gonna be having much fun, like, past, like, attempt 2. We'll see, though. This is the first of the night.
up to me.
This could very well end up being pretty good.
Come! You're mine.
Okay, cool. We make it through phase 1.
What? Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. This
Persona!
should do it.
Go down!
What? I will
What?
not lose. Your aptitude for I too. However, change. Here I come. Oh, nice.
Woo!
Just at the last second.
It's time.
Okay.
Roll on!
Ooh,
Okay.
Joker, you're looking cool.
Persona! Alright.
Let's go.
I will not lose. This calls for Persona.
Suboptimal right there. Bit of a shame. That's also a shame.
It seems this ends. Nothing personal.
She really nothing personal kids us.
The finishing
That's
blow.
actually the most insulting part of this fight. Nothing personnel, kid. Teleports behind you.
Keep trying.
Sadly, I plan to.
This should not be the extent of a trickster's. I await.
It would be the extent of it. Tricks. This is actually, like, this is pushing this game so close to its limit. This run. You don't use
somewhere.
you only use them on. First things first, Dan. Wow, really taking over for Lady Goo in the chat mistakes today.
Thank you.
Second of all, he probably had 999 when he started doing Blacephalon, right? And every single time he catches Blacephalon, he does it in a Luxury
I'm pleased
Bowl.
to see that you haven't given up on your rehabilitation. Now, this calls for... Here I come.
It's time. Akabaka.
Okay, let's go.
Change.
Its attempt is firmly started.
It's fine.
Or do you, because you said, or do you only uses them on Blacephalon? Also, the grammar of that sentence was appalling from what I can just look at and just
Let's
see.
go.
You've got good moves.
If I were to dissect it, I could probably tell you exactly why, but from a cursory glance, it just looks wrong.
This calls for...
Oh, wow. Descending on races edge now. Over.
Persona.
Okay. Calm.
There.
Change.
There's literally like
Here I come.
in this run, right? Because like this run, like I said earlier, I think this pushes the game to like its absolute limits in a lot of ways.
Good moves. But maybe we should
Go
check
down.
them out.
I don't think there's really much you could find that would like push any of this run like out of the realm of insane possibility.
Persona.
But I do think that there is one small thing that I could probably fix whenever I want that's probably a little suboptimal. And it's this right here, the fact that it's one-shot kill, because even with gun boost, gun amp, I think you do more damage with you know, sword stats. There we go. The reason that I mean, even if it did do more damage, we couldn't add it here because we need all of these skills. We need sword stance, we need windbreak, we need enduring soul, evade psi, evade nuke. Adverse resolve is really important because it goes with vitality of the tree up there. Apt pupil goes with that. Arms master prevents us from killing ourselves. So if we could have taken skills off of here, oh, you didn't have 9 luxury bowls are expensive as fuck. I only use them on Blacephalon. I remember taking a big break and came back with 557 bowls. You have 398 now. Like there is not a single persona here with like a relatively wasteful skill. There are some, obviously, if I had to guess. But like everything here, because of how it's been built, is to like the highest standard possible. The only thing that could possibly do more damage to Lavenza than any of the sets we have here is if we took this set and copied it over onto Saturnile with Tyrant's Mind added. That would increase the damage in phase 2. But theoretically, that would still pose an issue since he isn't weak to nuclear, and therefore, you know,
All right.
doesn't end up getting targeted, and then she tetracarns, and then we never even start phase 3. So if it was possible to pass on Tyrant's Mind, if it was possible for us to give Saturnile weakness to nuclear and or psi, then that would be more optimal. But
Vishnu.
not quite that simple.
This one.
Sometimes I by mistake not use luxury bowls, sometimes I'd use beast bowls when I have them. Basically, 557 to 398 is low bowling it. Fair enough. How many attempts of Lavenza do you think we've done? Probably a pretty good amount, but I haven't been keeping track at all. Weird time to use ultimate support, but okay.
Big snap.
Of course we hit the 40%. So that Dekunda there is the reason we need to hit that. Now even if we hit it, this is pointless. Yep, now we come to our 12% chance.
That you haven't shown the true extent of your power. It's time to draw the curtain. Nothing personal.
Like I said, that failure right there, that's
The finishing
12%.
blow will be dealt by us.
Because the first crit is a 40% chance to not crit, right? 60 to 150. I would put it well above 60 at least. I know that there was a night where I did like 30 attempts. It is way less than 1%. In fact, just going off the fact that Phase 1 is 60%, Phase 2 is far less. Phase 3 is literally like 1.2, well, no, it's like 12-ish%, I think. Less, actually. It's ridiculous. The point is, Lavenza odds are fucked. And if we were doing this on Merciless mode, we would be done by now. I could 100% just be the person who did it most efficiently and therefore, like, least RNG and then been done, because I would have basically skipped the whole fight during Phase 2 on one good attempt. But sadly, this isn't the case.
I'm pleased to see that you haven't
Instead,
given up. Now,
instead,
this calls for
I will keep doing this till whoever
here I come.
controls the magic of RNG decides that it's a good idea for me to finish this fight.
Persona.
Till then, I will be held back by the constraints of ridiculous
This calls
mathematics.
for Persona. Woo!
VOTFY.
Persona.
We strike while Johnny is busy. You're right, there is no fun in doing this if we do it on Merciless.
You've got good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses. Change.
Like there's not much point doing this on Merciless because it's already been done.
Here I come.
That's why this is cool. We will slowly attempt to beat Johnny Olsen.
Leave all the support stuff to me.
Okay. Right, so as we continue through this attempt, I do want to say one
This calls
thing.
for
The longer we end up doing this for, the more insane I go. So if you're new here somehow and you somehow showed up on this stream by chance, if you're somehow not someone who came through from my Twitch, or just keep watching, you'll see some funny shit go down eventually.
This calls for
I really, yeah, the best part is he has no idea we exist.
here I come.
To some degree. Like, I'm just gonna say this, you've stumbled upon a wild ride. If you're watching this VOD afterwards because you've looked up and you're attempting to do this challenge, dear God, turn the fuck away. Turn away.
Here I come.
Yes, invisible dashing, this is indeed true, but if, for example, say if you're Johnny Awesome and you're preparing to do this challenge yourself. This is hypothetical since we don't know that that's what he's planning to do with Lavenza, but otherwise, why on earth would he take this long? If you're Johnny Awesome and you've ended up stumbling upon this somehow, stop. Turn the fuck back. Don't attempt this challenge. It's terrible.
Something else.
This challenge was months of planning and months of attempts with no results. So this is literally just the worst.
Your
Let's see, will we get another one? We will! Oh boy. Fun fact, 40% chance.
Let's go.
Let's see, do we get the next 40%? Oh, this time we get the 60%. Too bad this is pointless. Were we playing on Merciless? This would not be pointless. We are playing on hard mode, so this is entirely pointless. Because she's gonna Heat Rise her here, and she just Daikun did the debilitate we did to her. And so this means nothing. And we also somehow didn't do enough damage. That happens from time to... Oh wait, no, we did do enough damage. We just... Okay. I can't believe that happened. Oh my god. She actually got... That's also very low chance, but it also fucks us over, because if Futaba doesn't use ultimate... Oh, that's even worse. If Futaba didn't use ultimate support there, we wouldn't have been able to hysterical slap, so it was pointless anyway. That was like everything. I mean, to be fair, the reason we didn't get the bullets hitting there is because she's Sukukajid. But my point here is that was absolutely hopeless, and there was nothing we could do about it.
It seems you're currently unable to display the true
Okay, right.
This should
Next attempt. Oh wait, I just realized I'm set as playing Persona 5. I'm playing Persona 5 Royal. That is my mistake. I need to fix that. Let me actually fix that, because that's kind of gonna annoy me if I see that at some point. I have no clue why it's decided to say that I'm playing Persona 5 and not Persona 5 Royal. Live. Edit details. Where is the thing that mentions games? Category gaming, here we go. 5 Royal. Save. There we go. Shiny Hunters get their hope this way. Shiny Hunters are insane. Just like you. I mean, you are a Shiny Hunter, so... Therefore, you know, if A, then B, you're insane. But, like, come on. Telling me to just do what Shiny Hunters do is literally, like... the wrong thing to say to someone in any situation. What would a Shiny Hunter do? I don't know, because I'm not insane. You're right, this literally is the sunk cost fallacy.
I have been waiting. Thank you.
I could reasonably Shiny Hunt after this challenge built my patience. Sure. Do I want to? No.
I'm pleased to see that you... Now, this calls for...
Oh, here's just everyone's little reminder yet again that this is absolutely terrible and I hate it.
Persona! All right.
I mean, I love this game. This is my favorite game. Don't let Persona Twitter find that out. They will not be happy.
Here I come.
But I love this game. I love its death. But this boss was not designed for the bullshit I'm doing. It really wasn't. You were supposed to come in with a party. You were supposed to, you know, not attempt this solo Joker, basically. Because so much of this fight, you can clearly tell they wanted you to have a party to make it possible. The fact that this fight is even theoretically possible is an absolute, like, ridiculous type of thing. Come on, I'm sure I'll be able to convince you just like the mono slots. I don't think I was nearly as cripplingly addicted to the mono slots as you were.
There.
You really love those mono slots.
Change. Persona.
Okay, right, we got...
Good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses first. Change.
Tentara Fu. Right, so,
How's this?
the game plan right now is to just keep attempting this until I get extremely bored. I actually don't have any plans to do like a follow-up Guilty Gear stream or anything tonight. I think instead I'm just gonna go hang out on my own and learn some BlazBlue combos, because the game just got rollback, and that sounds like fun. And I'm not gonna stream that, because I'm not streaming that game till I'm actually decent enough to give you entertaining matches.
Change.
Or at least to, like, show the progress towards entertaining matches. But I don't want to learn a character on stream. I think that's better in my own time. I'm sure you retain more of your soul with actual gambling than shiny hunting. I wouldn't be surprised. You guys are actually insane.
Ooh, Joker.
To make the
Joker,
game at
you're
all
looking
enjoyable for them.
I will not lose. This calls for Persona.
Man, you guys are only just seeing me get the side break, huh? Well,
Sorry, Joker.
that's just a miss. That's even worse.
It has barely started. The finishing.
This really is so fun. I mean, look at the bright side. That was what, like attempt 3, and we're already getting through and managing to actually get to phase 2. Sure, we're not beating phase 2.
Thank you.
But that chance is minuscule.
I'm pleased to see that you haven't given up on your rehabilitation.
The issue with soft resetting is that I have to like go here, close game, then go through all of the game opening animation shit, which takes quite a bit.
Change.
So I do believe it's quicker to just go through the dialogue.
Damn it.
Because there's no like soft reset like button.
Let's go.
Right, oh right, I need to get Kaja this time.
This calls for Persona.
A chance to I think it'll be a few streams before I have to like actually start using the playlist again, because this song is still really good.
It's fine.
Okay, let's see what she gives us. The literal worst thing. Literally the worst thing, especially because it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's doubly shit if she gets it on the turns where we have to concentrate, or basically any turn where Otavok is out. Otavok is actually the only persona that we have with wasteful skills, those 2 additional support skills which we never use. The fight sounds so much more possible on paper. So hopeful. You're right, it really does sound so much more possible on paper.
Persona.
This fight is like on paper, extremely possible. In actuality, not always quite so.
Persona.
especially because of damage rolls. Like, our average damage rolls are enough to finish this in 4 crits for phase 3. But below average damage rolls might just pose a big issue.
There.
This calls for
My heart is a furnace, had a sound. My word of conflict, one goes what
persona.
the voices of freedom and fear.
Come.
Don't ask when I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them.
Fish new.
The time for a new start is
That's not right.
drawing nearer.
Okay.
This calls for here I come.
This fight is like there isn't even a ton to like comment on, because like
Joker, you're looking cool.
anytime RNG happens, I'm just like, oh god. Okay, we're getting okay rolls. We can get way better rolls than that, by the way. Like we can get rolls that hit 3,000 there. And if we get rolls that hit 3,000, we're pretty much guaranteed a 4 crit most of the time. But it can be really, really bad if we don't hit that.
How about this?
Okay, that's fine. That's not bad. It's just not, like, extremely
Joker,
helpful.
you're looking cool.
Persona.
I will not lose. Change.
The majority of runs should end here, by the way, this turn, if this is your first time watching, because this is one of the lowest single chances in the run. It's doing that, and it needs to both inflict rage, which is around 90% chance, it's pretty high, and crit, which is a way lower chance, and it needs to do both. And if it doesn't do both, run over, this happens. If it only does one, you don't get a technical, and this exact turn of events happens, so...
Keep trying.
If you haven't ever fought this fight before for whatever reason, the basic way that it works is that Lavenza has 4 phases, right? The first phase is just about figuring out what she's vulnerable to and attacking her in order to deal damage, right? And you have to deal 5,000 damage within, it's something like 8 turns, and it's not that big a
I
deal.
have been waiting.
Yeah. There is a way to up the crit chance. Sadly, there isn't. I mean, not without potentially sacrificing damage, which is a problem. It really is. Because the damage that we get there is very important. Like, we get a lot of damage there.
Now, let's begin.
And we do. It might be possible to get that damage off sleep. Maybe rage doesn't affect her, but we don't know, and I'd have to make a build to test that. So that's like, but like that's the only thing I can say. If you want, one of these days I can go ahead and make a build to try and like get Dream Needle on there and see if that works. But it would need to do the same amount of damage, or else it would be pointless.
Change.
Like, it still needs to do around 4,000 damage. It actually probably needs to do over 4,000 damage, more like, but... Basically, in terms of the damage tally here, like the main damage, there are a bunch of shit I'm not going to be counting here. I actually need to start doing this with the calculator again. We've just done 1,314 damage. I'm actually going to go grab a calculator.
Persona.
I'm not done.
This isn't like Elizabeth where you absolutely need the calculator, but it tells me how good a run is, just like from a glance.
All right.
Change. Persona.
Persona.
Okay.
Hold on. It's
You've
time.
got good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses
You're
first.
mine.
This calls for
It's made you so much more optimistic for Blacephalon? Yeah, I'm sure, because actually this is far worse odds. Your odds are 1 in 100.
Let's go.
My odds are... Dear God, I can't even tell you.
All right.
change. Here I come. Woo!
Persona. Vishnu.
Yeah, basically, I don't think there is a single shiny hunting method that has worse odds than this.
Change.
Like, actually. So,
Here I come.
even full odds, no charm should be better than this. Especially given how long an attempt takes.
I know something
So,
that'll protect
as a
me.
shiny hunter, you should actually feel happy. As weird as that may sound.
Go down.
Now, ultimate support here actually kind of would have helped. But it does nothing for us in the end.
Persona.
Persona.
To try to at least get one phase 3 run. I mean, that would be nice.
Ooh,
But,
Joker,
like,
you're looking cool.
I don't control the rate at which lobsters die.
I will not lose. Your aptitude for determining your opponent's affinity is quite impressive. However, this calls for...
May I just also point out, isn't it insane how that did 2,390 instead of 1,300? And the only difference in the actual attack was just that she was knocked down when we hit her. Knockdown's fucking whack.
Let's go.
She ultra turned.
Ooh, Joker.
She ultra charged us on the right turn
Persona.
at the worst time. Because she's got Heat Riser right now.
I will
Which
not
means
lose.
this phase run is over. But theoretically, if we somehow got stupid lucky and got a phase 3 run here, because of ultimate charge, it would still be our best run ever, I'm sure of it.
It's time.
So let's see. Like I said,
You still lack
pointless.
technique. This ends here.
She gave us the ultra... So there's... This is another bit of context there. If you haven't been watching the whole time, you won't know. There is a theoretical skill. Yeah, you should just reset when you fail phase 1. You're right about that. It's probably a little faster. But I get to talk about this little tidbit, this lore right here. There's a theoretical phase 3 skill.
Keep trying.
And it is... In phase 2,
It seems
if
you're
Futaba
currently
were to
unable
give you Ultra Charge, it would give you a 2.5 times damage increase. We do about 4,000 damage there, 4,500 or so. So that would give us about 13,500 damage on Lavenza. Which I don't have to state is ridiculous, but more so than that, it gives us an absolute ton of damage that would just, at that point, almost end the fight. It would take us straight from phase 2 all the way to phase 4. Which would be amazing. Too bad that if this is actually how we win it, we just got an even smaller chance, because I don't even know the odds on Futaba's support. or on what she uses, but this is like the second time ever she's given us
I'm pleased
the
to see
ultra
that you
charge
haven't
in
given
that
up on your
spot
rehabilitation. Now,
that I
this
know
calls
of.
for- Persona!
Now, I'm going to be keeping track of every single damage value from here on out,
Persona!
because if I don't, theoretically, even post phase 1, I basically already know whether or not we'd be possible for winning. So, here is the first possible damage. 168. That's our first roll. It's not terrible, it's not great. It's pretty average. From there, we go to 1,248. Another dead average roll, a little lower than average. VOY.FYI. No clue what that is. I'm gonna assume that's a bod.
Persona!
Okay.
All right.
I did get an attack up, which if she doesn't like Dekage it, oh, she's gonna Dekage it. That could have actually been helpful.
Persona!
It's no. I think it is a link. I just think that there's a space in it so they don't get cold.
Persona!
Okay.
Don't rush it.
Change. Persona.
Persona!
Okay.
Change. How's this?
Persona!
This maybe would work on someone who didn't have 2 active viewers.
I'm not
You're so right. You're so very right.
Vishnu!
That's all I can say. Because there was someone else who did like the 3 letters .fyi thing earlier.
How's this?
And it was another one where like it was just a name. Like a very, very clearly like generic name. Just putting in numbers.
Time. Go down!
113.
Persona!
Do it.
There!
Good. 2988. That's a good roll.
Your aptitude for determining your opponent's I too. However, this calls for Persona.
Oh, nice, Joker. Just at the last second.
Persona!
Okay.
More!
Oh fuck. Do I mean this one's just gonna immediately kill me, so it's actually faster to go through the dialogue. It's phase 1. Phase 1's the only one where I think it might be a little faster to soft reset. Or sorry, hard reset the game. Because, you know, there's a lot of downtime when you go from like starting game to the end. To like in the game, you know?
This should not.
Because like I can potentially do this fight without really looking at it. The only thing is I need to pay attention to damage rolls. Which, speaking of, we have 162. Yeah, you should.
Persona. No.
You got good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses first.
1326. Phenomenal roll.
How's this?
83. Also not a bad roll.
My next move.
Persona.
Now, this all depends on if she actually lets us get any hits in with it. If she does, then this is great.
Change.
She does not. Aww.
Persona.
Some other way.
You got good moves, but maybe
Go
we should
down.
check for weaknesses first.
1352. Good roll. 2 good rolls. Not bad. We got about an extra 200 damage just in damage rolls off of those 2 attacks, which is not like negligible. That's potential wise really good, because a crit is about, we'd have to save about 1,000 damage, give or take, to actually do a 3 crit phase 2, but it's more possible that way, you know.
All right.
This calls for. How's this?
Persona. Vishnu. This one.
This calls for.
It's fine.
Here I come.
How long have I been going? Oh boy. I am not sure. But it has been at least 40 minutes. Possibly more. Possibly more.
There.
Ah!
Change.
Oh, god damn it. That's so annoying. We're gonna figure out if this is really like significantly shorter than just having a fail, like watching through the dialogue on a fail. Yeah, that's extremely fun, isn't it? That is a 40% chance. That is less likely to happen than it is not to happen. Just saying.
I have been waiting.
We do fail there quite a bit,
Thank you.
but we get through there more often. And we had good damage rolls that time. Like, if we
I'm pleased to see that
continued
you haven't
through,
given up on your
we might have had,
rehabilitation.
like,
Now,
a winner on our
This calls
hands.
for.
Being able to watch it without it buffering every 2 seconds is great. I know, right? Really is pretty great. This is another good reason that the YouTube Switch is kind of popping off. You can actually watch this now.
This calls for.
Okay, let's see. First damage roll of the run. Will this be shit? Reminder, I have a calculator here to keep track of this shit. 166, dead average.
Persona.
Like, okay, pretty much.
Not this.
You got good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses first.
1365, pretty good. Let me guess. 81. Let's see. 90. Ooh, actually a good roll. Ooh. Will she... She did it a shit time. She always does this, by the way. She always does this. She buffs us during the turn where we have to concentrate.
This calls for
Which makes their Dekaja, which makes this pointless.
Persona.
Every time. 156. That's a below average damage roll. Yeah, okay. I know what turn we're on.
Good move.
This calls for
No. Oh my god. That is literally one of the rarest chances for things to just go wrong in this run. We don't even count that in our odds because that is so improbable. It's not even worth factoring in. Like, I think that's legitimately less than 1%. She never dodges those. Actually, probably far more than 1%. It's probably like a 5-ish% chance if I had to guess, but like still. That's so annoying. That, yeah, indeed. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I was waiting for better TTB to end up here, and then, like, we can actually have Feels Bad Man in the chat.
I'm pleased now. This calls for Persona.
Come. Akabaka. There.
Okay. New one. This is the beginning of a run. Let's see. What's she gonna do? What's her first damage roll? Fun fact, Detox just has more chance of proccing than it doesn't, but it's ridiculous how often it does. Like, it's just such a busted, like, addition. Like,
This isn't it.
You've got good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses.
BTT... Oh, you can see the emote? BTTV works on YouTube already? I actually didn't know that. That's really cool, actually. I mean, I'm reading chat on my phone, so that explains why I don't see it. But nice. That's actually, that's really good. That's good. That makes me feel quite a bit better about the YouTube swap as well, because that way we can still have fun emotes.
Persona. Akabaka. All right.
Like I said, she does this every time.
Change.
She does it on turns where we are concentrating, so it's pointless.
Here I come.
But if she ever does actually... I haven't been keeping track of damage. I'm just gonna, like, just ignore that for this attempt. But she does this so often.
Persona. Don't rush it. Well, pathetic.
Change.
At least we're getting decent rolls. We were getting terrible rolls earlier. Even though we were actually making it took these.
Woo! Most exciting.
Yeah. True. Twitch is probably especially worried about like what Ludwig's working on, because if you haven't heard, he's like pretty much setting up a bot that lets Twitch subscribers basically like transfer their subscription over to YouTube kind of, and then like keep their Twitch names on YouTube, use chat like the equivalent, like something equivalent to channel points. Twitch probably is not very happy about that.
This one.
This calls for
I mean, like, channel points is all they have left, in my opinion, and it's just because gambling is so fucking funny.
Persona.
Like, for example, like, Sajam's Will It Kill series. if you do or don't know of it.
You're mine.
Wouldn't work on YouTube because there aren't channel points to gamble with. God damn it. Can we get past phase 1, please? How many times are we gonna do this? Phase 1 going wrong is the worst because it's not a crazy high chance, and it takes so long for her to kill us afterwards that we just have to do this. We can just restart the whole game.
I have been waiting. Thank you. Change.
Yeah. It really is quite painful that that's happening, but we accept it. We kind of just deal with it.
Come.
Decide.
Yeah.
Change. How's this?
Maragadon. 154.
My next move.
You've got good moves. Maybe we should check for weaknesses first.
1326.
Here I come.
Okay.
Persona! Akabaka! Alright.
This calls for.
Oop.
How's this?
Okay. Come on. 168.
Go! Power up!
Persona!
On the right turn? No way. No way. 1875. Ooh, thanks for the follow. I assume that was URE, but like, thanks for the follow. I just got the alert. Should show up. Of course, after another play. 83.
Let's go.
That was pretty good of her. She finally did something good for once. Now she's gonna decage us, so we don't get anything more than that. But like,
Persona.
that was actually kind of good. Utaba did a decent job there. 168.
Persona! Vishnu! This one.
This calls for. Persona.
Followed a while ago. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That was the follow notification.
Come.
As you can see, it's coming past. I've got to set that to actually stay static, but it'll do that for now.
It's time. You're mine.
Okay, we actually make it past phase 1 for once.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Persona!
Okay, boys, let's see our final total. 2988. And that brings us to 7,031 damage in phase 1.
I too am beginning to warm up.
731 is 7k31 is not bad. I'm gonna grab a pen if I can and write that down. No? Okay. Anyway, we don't need to keep track of this damage just yet. This is technically bad, but it's not like, it's like, you know, we deal with it. Where is a pen? I actually... Okay. Found it. 7031. Okay.
Persona! Something else.
Sorry, I think not.
Fuck.
It seems you still lack technique. This ends here. Nothing personal.
Sad. Sad.
We barely started.
That was a really good damage phase one. Like 7031, assuming we get like around 5,000-ish on the dot for like around 5,000-ish for phase 2. That puts us at 1131 approximately. Sorry, 1231.
It seems you're currently unable to
Approximately.
display the true depths of your skill.
And at that point, it's like you only need 3k damage, and so that's the sort of thing that might theoretically be a 3 crit run, but you would still do 4 crits for the safety because it would also speed up phase 4. Yeah, it really does feel bad. But that pretty much saved like a crit of damage or more.
I have been waiting. Thank you. I'm pleased now. This calls for. How's this?
I'd have to say though, like whenever I do this run, I'm still just so surprised that like me and Jesse did all this, that we fucking went to this much trouble. And it feels insane that I'm actually doing this. But once it actually happens, I think in the long run it will have been worthwhile. I legitimately think that, you know, being able to do something like this in my favorite game is pretty cool.
Persona.
And if I beat Johnny Olsen to it, even better.
Persona! There.
Change.
No one else has done this. No one.
Persona.
This has been done on Merciless mode, not on hard. And it is much less possible on hard.
Persona! Hold on. You're pathetic. Go down.
Change. Here I come.
I should probably start naming these attempts as well, so that we know in the end which VOD is the actual one, and I'll also say how many attempts I'm on.
No.
Let's count all the attempts here as if they're like the only attempts that have ever happened, pretty much. But
This calls
I
for.
the only thing I just have to ask is how many have we done tonight so far? I'm actually really not sure how many. I think we did one run. That run got through phase 1.
I'm not
And
done.
then the second run also didn't get through phase 1. A third which did. 2 which didn't. And I think this is about run number 6 of the night.
Let's go. Vishnu!
It might be more.
This
Yo, Dan, change the name of the stream to append attempts on the end, because we'll just put like what, like attempts and then like a 1.
Come!
Well, that's a weird point to do that, but sure.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking
It gets us a
cool.
little more damage, but it's like mostly pointless. If she did it one turn later, it would potentially be the greatest thing that
I
ever
will
happened
not
to
lose.
us.
You're up. However, change.
When a cool drop suddenly
How's this?
Persona!
Okay.
Mola!
Sorry.
can I find some
It seems you still lack technique. This ends here. Nothing personal. We barely
It
started.
happens.
The finishing
At least
blow
these are
will
fast
be dealt by
ones, you know? Like, cause she kills us here, it's quick. So, can't really fault it.
Please keep trying. It seems. I have been waiting. Thank you. I'm pleased to see that you haven't given up on your. Now, this calls for. Persona!
It's time.
Okay.
Akabaka! Alright.
Let's start keeping track of the damage.
it's not fair, and I've got to make my decision.
How's this?
This time could be my moment. Things on the right, Joe. I'm just a
160 on the dot.
Persona!
Okay.
Hold on.
You've got good moves, but maybe we should check for weaknesses first.
1,300 on the dot. Really round numbers today. Or, well, right now. Have not had round numbers at all till now. 88. Oop, there they go.
It's time. Akabaka! Alright.
Okay, next damage roll.
This calls for. How's this? Woo!
154, below average.
Persona! This isn't it.
You've got good moves.
Go
Maybe
down.
we should check for weaknesses first.
1378, good damage roll.
Here I come.
Lavenza.
It's time.
I also, while we're at it, I probably should, like, make a consistent thumbnail that I can use for these attempts. So that you don't just have my profile picture as or an auto-generated thumbnail or anything.
Persona!
154. Yo, Dan, you still there? This is actually something I'm curious about now. Are Dan and Jesse still here? They haven't talked in a while.
Persona! Vishnu! Not that. There.
I mean, sure. I might at some point request like a bunch of new graphic stuff, but I want to do it before you start with Trick, because I'd feel extremely bad asking you for anything after that.
Persona! You're mine.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
One. make a Dark Souls style one? Sure. That's pretty apt.
Satanaria, go down.
Two, seven,
Your
nine,
aptitude for
five.
determining
Not
your opponent's
terrible.
affinity is quite impressive. I too am beginning to warm up. However, the next phase won't be nearly as simple. This calls for Persona!
Just at the last second.
Oh, it's 2759. Perfect. Oh, fair enough. I mean, every time you do it for me, it's incredibly
Let's go.
helpful. Okay.
Joker,
183.
Persona.
Cybreak.
I will not lose. Change.
Aegon.
Here I come.
Okay, she did Dekunda herself. If she didn't, this might have been really funny if it ended up getting to phase 3. Fuck!
Seems you still lack technique. This ends here. Nothing personal. I barely
Lord
started.
Gwyn theme.
The finishing blow.
I mean, not a
will be
bad
dealt
idea.
with.
I might take that. So close. Just this close. Like,
Please keep trying.
we had decent rolls. Like
It
they weren't
seems you're currently
anything to
unable to
write
displace-
home about, right? But like, they worked. They probably would have been fine. They would have facilitated a 4 crit run of phase 3. But I know
I have been waiting.
it is what it is. It really is
Thank
what it
you.
is.
I'm pleased to see that you haven't given. Now,
I
for-
eventually want to, like, when I get the actual run, I'll probably, like, turn it into 2 videos, not just one. One video, which is, like, the no commentary, like, the run of it in stream, just, like, cut up into its own video, and one which is, like, a little mini doc about how this happened and why it's so interesting.
Alright.
change. How's this?
Go! Power up!
Okay. On a good turn for it as well.
Maybe we should check for weaknesses.
Not bad.
This calls for.
This is basically guaranteed to be a 4 crit viable run now.
Persona. There.
This calls for. Here I come.
$80
My next
plus
move.
154.
Persona. This isn't it.
You've got good moves. Maybe we should check for weaknesses first.
This calls for.
Good roll.
Persona.
80.
Persona.
Boy.
Calm down.
Okay. Let's get those damage rolls just quick. Wait, no, I just did
That's not right.
that. So it's now Otvaka.
This calls for. Persona.
You'd be surprised how useful it is to have, like, I'm theoretically watching this back on delay, and it's really useful for catching damage values that I like literally just miss due to being really inattentive as always.
Using it.
Change. How's this?
Let's go.
Oh, let me just watch back the damage roll from there. This is actually pretty useful. That okay, 64. Okay. Fuck. Oh wait, I clicked check for update instead of close game. Well. What's weird is that there's a comment from good old Idiomatic 3000 that says shit that I can see down here. I can't see it on my OBS dash, like my OBS YouTube chat or my phone YouTube chat, so I'm extremely confused. I know when that comment came through, I just don't know why it only shows up on the stream itself.
I have been waiting. Thank you.
Yeah, it is really interesting.
Change.
It's the one where you just said shit.
How's this?
Also, if you are bored of this at all, I really don't blame you for going. I started around 8:40, 8:50, somewhere between there. I have no clue how much longer I'm going for. But like, it's already 10 o'clock and you've gotten like 8 or 9 attempts in, I'm pretty sure. I could 100% like I might as well at some point like scrub this VOD and like find the amount of attempts that there actually were.
Persona.
But like I'm not gonna do that now. That's like too much work.
Not this.
Good moves.
Go
Maybe
down.
we should check for weaknesses first.
But what is convenient is that from now on, any stream I do is just stored on my YouTube channel. You can just check that shit out. You don't, yeah, you're doing stuff in the background. That's fair. That's fair. But like now this stuff is saved, you actually can watch any of the live streams I do from now on, whenever. Which is great because on Twitch you can only do that for 2 weeks, and then I have VODs. I have certain VODs stored off on a hard drive somewhere. Like, I have all of Danganronpa except for one trial, sad. One trial in the first game I missed. But I have all of that. I should have all the bug snacks, I'm pretty sure. I have, you know, I have a lot of the ones I really enjoy.
Calm down.
But there are streams that, you know, I probably even have that Just Chatting stream, by the way. You know the one. If you're stooped in the Emberfang lore, then you 100% know which one. But I don't have every VOD I've ever done. You know, there are tons of streams that I enjoyed that are just gone. things like my first stream, that's long gone, and that stream was great. The Big Chungus stream, oh my goodness. The Big Chungus game live stream was legendary, and all that's left of it is clips, and that kills me. That really kills me. Because Twitch deleted it, because I'm not important, because I'm not affiliated, because, of course, as I always say, I don't like the affiliate. Yeah. Actually, yes. Yes, please. I would love to upload that. I'm probably also going to start uploading some Guilty Gear related content, you know? Things like just stuff of me playing, but also I'm thinking I might want to start doing like content to teach stuff, like maybe Zada related stuff, like matchup guides, or I don't know. I think that could be pretty fun.
Go! Power up!
Persona!
Yeah, this is a great turn for this to happen if he actually gets crit. Yes!
Joker, you're looking cool.
Okay, watch this, everyone. We're about to have so much fun. 3,923 damage!
Your aptitude for determining your opponent's affinity.
We got a
is quite
full
impressive.
extra
I,
1,000
too, am
damage from
beginning to
that.
warm up.
We should be
However,
like at
the
about
next phase
8k
won't be nearly
currently.
as simple. This calls for
7.5, 8k probably.
what's this?
Let's go. No.
Ah, what a shame.
It seems you still lack.
She got froze on the last bullet. That is actually insult to injury.
You barely started. The finishing blow. will
I
be
do
dealt
believe
by
it's like sad. I'm really sad that, you know, we immediately got to the funny run end, but like that is cool to see. Just like,
trying.
you know, the attack
It's-
up there. That was cool. It's nice to be doing this on a Wednesday night, because that means that there'll be a new episode
I
of
have been waiting.
God, is there any way to make this title not absolute AIDS to say aloud? But banished from the hero's party, I decide to live out a slow life in the countryside. That one is a title and a half, but
Thank
it's
you.
really enjoyable. It's a comfort anime. It is very much a comfort anime.
I'm pleased. Now, this calls for
Damn it.
Persona.
Persona! Akabaka!
This calls for
Isekai title. It's not even an isekai, actually. It's not an isekai. But it sure as hell has an isekai title. It's one of those not isekais where like it's another world, yes. And it's good. I'm really enjoying it. I really like it. But like it's comfort anime. The anime that comes out tonight that is really good that you should watch is World's Finest Assassin gets reincarnated as a noble. God damn it, isekai titles. But that show's actually good. And you want to know what the issue with it is? It shouldn't be good.
Something else.
Because it was made by the same, it was written by the same guy as Redo of a Healer. And is as surprisingly good as the writing of Redo of a Healer is, despite it just being absolutely terrible in terms of like content matter and Like, the issue with the issue with Redo of a Healer isn't actually its writing. The issue with Redo of a Healer is that it just shouldn't have be doing half the shit it's doing. It's disgusting. But
It's time.
My brother pissed on my leg is the average isekai name. Yeah, it's always I got transported to another world bot gimmick of this show.
Let's go.
It's like in another world with my smartphone.
Change.
What's another one that's as straightforward as in another world with my smartphone, which yes is a real anime. Go look it up. Fuck, as I'm sure all of you know, there is this funny man on YouTube named Jack Films. John Flicks, the man himself. He has a podcast with his wife called Aaron is the Funny One, and they did an episode where, like, Jack gave her a bunch of anime titles, and she had to guess which ones were real and which ones were fake, and it was so funny. Like, he literally leads off with Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and I immediately pissed myself, because I'm like, I know that's real, I know that one. I did not get a single one wrong in that, by the way, because like, all the ridiculous ones I've heard of. He was like, what are you doing here, teacher? And I'm like, ah, yes, classic. Oh, yeah, I've watched that show. Because he kept going for, like, really obscure ecchi ones as well, that have, like, really obvious ecchi things in the title that I've clearly watched because I've watched everything that's trash. Which is another reason that I don't even know. Oh, wait, oh.
Should check for weaknesses first.
Oh, this is this turn. Okay, we've just done the fire attack, so
I'm not done. This one.
Change.
I am not paying much attention. We are getting to that point of the night. But like, that anime quiz was fucking great.
Persona.
Leave all the support stuff to me.
Persona!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. This should do it.
Okay.
I will not lose.
We're like okay on
Your
damage
aptitude for
right now.
determining
I
your
think
opponent's affinity is quite
like we'll
impressive.
finish phase 2
I
fine.
too am beginning to warm
We
up.
might just barely
However,
scrape before
the next
crit.
phase
We'll
won't
have
be
to
nearly
see.
as simple. Change. Persona.
Nice. Just at the last second.
Let's go. Mola! Persona!
Oh, whoa, wait. What am I?
Neither
Persona!
Did I? Okay, I did actually. What? Okay, did I just... Okay, I forgot that I even went through that entire turn order. What the hell? I was just like, I looked up and it was just done. Okay,
Joker,
okay,
You're
okay.
looking cool.
Let's go. There.
Not bad. Not bad.
I will not lose. This calls for
Don't, Maggie. Don't, Maggie. Ah, she's Maggieing. Damn. Well, boys, it's time to
Go
pray.
down.
She isn't even getting raged.
Since you still lack technique, this ends here. Nothing personal.
That's actually so unfair. Like, that is not a low chance. That is a good chance.
Will be dealt by us.
If only there was, like, a way to manipulate RNG. That'd be beautiful. Like, if this game had RNG manipulation techniques.
Please be trying.
if someone like in the tasking
It seems
community
you're
for this
currently
game like
unable
figured
to
out
display the true
RNG
depth of your
manipulation,
skill.
I would literally
This
hunt
should
that
not
person
be
the
the
fuck
extent of a
down
trickster's power.
just to get them to help me figure this out.
I can see it.
Like, I wonder what it is though, because there's like a million possible things they could be using for RNG. They could be using a frame counter of some kind. They could be using, like, they could be using a set function with an updater. They could be using any number of things. They could use the time on your console. They could. So like, I'm just gonna hang around here for a bit, because maybe if I like,
All right.
you know, do
let's
some
get
talking,
moving.
because like, you know what looks like it's kind of random? You see this cursor right here? This looks like it's kind of random. Like the thing that's telling me I can go to the next dialogue. It looks like it bops up and down
What is the
kind of
matter?
randomly. I think. Like, I might be wrong. It might have patterns. But if RNG exists, the movement of the text boxes could 100% be part of it, you know?
Yes.
I mean, the same goes for, like, the speed of the dots, as well as, like, how often these pop up. That could indicate RNG.
I can see it.
Let's see, is there anything in like the turning towards a person animation that's kind of random? I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws,
I've
really.
been waiting.
You know, I've never taken the time to really look at how like these text boxes and stuff distort, but it's actually really cool. Like, I wonder how they made that work from a programming standpoint. That's super interesting. Like the way that the edges of the text box that are like coming from the character kind of like distorts a bit. The timing, the text box is to hit the sweet technical. Oh. See, that's the thing. I'm 100% grasping at straws. This is probably, you know, a pointless road to go down, because I have no clue how the game handles RNG. I really don't. And, you know, maybe if I had the source code or some shit, and I could therefore, you know, take the time to actually figure it out, I would be done with this fight already. But, like, no point, because I don't have the motherfucking source code.
It's fine.
How's this?
Sweet, sweet technical. When will you be mine?
Let me help.
Okay, on a good turn as well.
Moves.
Go
We
down.
should check for weaknesses first. Change.
But a bad damage roll. Even on that. Okay, she's gonna hit herself for a little more damage.
Persona.
I just want to use fuck you, Fafnir. I really do. I wanna hit her with, you know, the fucking 42 frames of guard crush that you get for just blocking Fafnir.
Here I come.
I might be wrong. It might not be 42 frames. I only know one move's guard crush duration. It's Happy Chaos's like fully zoomed in reticle, which gives about 42 frames of guard crush, which means he ends up being like plus 28 or some bullshit, which is absolutely insane. And I mean, this is if you, I mean, I'm sure if you reload, he might actually even be a little more or less plus, but like. there's no point in discussing this, so...
Good moves, but maybe you should check the weaknesses first.
Like, this really is the point where you just, you know, I'm absolutely just in another dimension already.
Here I come.
Woo!
Persona! There.
This calls for
Just DI her all-out attack. Yo, I should just tech it. Just block. Yo, this run is worse than Mortabato. I would take 100 Mortabatos to the face before, like, wishing this on anyone else.
Using it.
And we all know Mortabato is just the worst thing to ever fight against.
Here I come.
Ram, that you don't even need to play against the rest of Ram, just Mortabato, and like, she can only, like, if you played against a Ram who could only use Mortabato, just when she had like 50 meter, you know, she just had to build up that 50 meter by like running around or blocking, you would probably still have a pretty hard fight, because that move is ridiculous.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Let's go.
This should do it.
Ravage them.
What?
I will not lose. Your aptitude for however, this calls for Persona.
Come.
A place to refresh.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Let's go. All right.
I will not lose.
And rivers in a driver. The last days in a lost hand. When the hope of a new beginning burns like feet. Fuck. I saw that and I was like, is she gonna do it? Is she gonna absolutely fucking destroy this fight? Fuck, at least it inflicted her with rage this time.
You still lack technique. This ends here.
My face for not even including a trigger warning before saying that.
The finishing blow. will be
Sorry,
death
I shouldn't have used such an offensive word so lightly. Classic case of devil trigger warning.
Keep trying.
I need to have a button
It seems
that,
you're currently
like,
unable to display the true
on my
depth of your
stream deck,
skill.
just to like play
This should not be
like,
the extent of a trickster's power.
just like the
I await
chorus
your
section
next
of Devil
attempt to
Trigger
duel me
from
with
Devil
the
May
hopes of
Cry 5
improved
and just like
results.
say devil trigger warning, and then like all of these voices inside my head blinding my sight in a curtain of red, frustration getting bigger, bang bang bang, pull my devil trigger, that sort of thing. Just that part, nothing but that.
I have been waiting. Thank you. I'm pleased. Now, let's begin. This calls for Persona.
I just wanna be a trigger with a burning impulse trigger. I don't actually know the lyrics other than trigger there, but I know it's like, I wanna just be a trigger, something something a something,
Alright.
trigger, something something a something.
Change.
Watch out, keep your hands up, don't make a big deal out of me, trigger, don't be curious about me, I don't want you to get hurt. Something like that, I don't know. Good song though.
Something else.
You've got good moves.
Ba,
but maybe
ba,
you should
ba,
check
da,
the
da,
weaknesses
da,
first.
da, 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 da. Like, this is the level of stream of consciousness we've hit. I went from thinking about Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry 5 straight to Trigger from Guilty Gear. All loops back to Guilty Gear because it's all I play these days.
Super move. Ultra charge.
Whew. The monobotic trigger warning thing really was quite a prompt there. But really, okay. Do you want to know why this is stupid? Because what can I do here? Actually, what can I do here? The best answer I have, cause like, what can I do? What'll last like enough turns and still be useful? I could fucking hustle ass, and that would last 3 turns, so that would be Inferno. Wouldn't reach what we needed to. I could use Heat Riser or a Debilitator Ophida, but she would just completely negate that. Like, there's no good option here.
This isn't it.
Like, I've got Spotlights, Limelights, I've got all these, like, damage to foe things. Like, theoretically, the best thing I can do is just this. And, like, add, like, 150 damage that means nothing. I mean, not nothing, but, like... just so pointless. So pointless.
Woo!
Persona!
Yeah, okay, so we're on
This
this.
one's in loose, but maybe we should check the weaknesses first.
Frustration getting bigger, bang, bang, bang. Pull my devil trigger.
How's this? My next move.
Let's go. There.
This calls for
Anyway, BBCF just got rollback. That's actually something I can talk about. BBCF is cool. It's similar to Guilty Gear in a lot of ways for anyone who's been playing Strive, but it's also very different. It is there is no other game like BlazBlue the same way there's no other game like Guilty Gear. BlazBlue, I mean, it's got a lot of big differences. It's also like, you know, it's an anime fighter. It's air dashing. It's crazy characters. It's,
Calm down.
you know, like real, like freeform Gattlings, which I mean to some degree Strive isn't. But it's just really cool.
Some
Like,
other way.
if you haven't played BlazBlue, I do recommend trying it.
Not this.
Very, very fun. And the characters are really interesting. And so I'll talk about the characters that I've been interested in, like, playing quite a bit during this rollback beta. So that I can just be good at the game, finally. Because, I mean, I loved the game, but I never had an excuse to get good at it because no one was playing it while I was. But, like, there's Relius, who's pretty much the closest thing to Zato, so he's a puppet character. And that I shouldn't really have to explain why it is that I want to play that, you know. I love playing Zato. Puppet characters are cool as shit. He's, you know... I just really get DBFZ. Oh, you just want DB. I assume you mean you just really want DBFZ, which I mean I don't blame you. DBFZ is really cool. I fucking love it. It's a really great game. So like, both of those are good choices. It's just right now people are playing BlazBlue because it just got rolled back. Like that's the difference. DBFZ is really great, but it's delay-based netcode, and so not as many people are playing it right now. But you know. It's probably still got a healthy player base. You could probably still get like a decent match online from time to time. But like most of what you'd be doing is playing against me practically, or Tull, or anyone else who had the game, or going over the SAFGC and seeing what you could get there. But basically, you know, like. Relius is cool. I think he's really cool. It's just there are other really cool characters in BlazBlue. So he's kind of like my default pick here. It's like my fallback if I turn out to not like any of the others much. Then there's the one that I'm really interested in is 9 the Phantom. Yeah, 9 the Phantom is crazy. So her whole concept is that her normal buttons, she obviously BlazBlue's 4 buttons, A, B, C, D. Her 3 normal buttons are D is a special button. It's not actually normal. It's something called Drive, but it depends on the character what it does. But A, B, C, right? Her normal buttons are different elements. It's water, wind, and fire.
That you haven't given up on your
Or water, air, and
rehabilitation.
fire. You can say
Now,
whatever.
Let's begin.
And
This calls for
the way that it works is that whenever she hits with one of those normals, it stocks the element. And she can stock up to 3 elements, and when she presses the drive button, depending on the 3 elements she has stocked, she'll do a different spell. And she's got tons of these spells because of, you know, the different combinations you get of 3 by 3, or, well, actually it's 3 cubed, really. It's like, you can have 3 possible elements here, 3 possible elements here, and 3 possible elements here, right? So it's 3 decisions where you're picking from, like, a choice of 3. She's got a lot of spells. She's also got spells with just 1 or 2 stocked elements, so yeah, she has tons of options. But of course, you know, water, air, fire, and water, fire, air are the same spell. That's an important thing. But yeah, she's insane. She's also kind of weird in terms of her movement.
Just look for their weakness.
Because she has a teleport dash and a teleport air dash, but she can do 2 in a row. And she also has like reverse beats, so she can go from like C to A and back to B and like do really weird shit just so she can get like different spells. So that's something I'm really interested in.
Hold on.
Another one is Rachel Alucard. Rachel is also super cool because she's got like, you know, traps and like setup stuff and like zoning. But what her real thing is she can control wind. So if you press the D button and any direction, she'll blow wind in that character, and that affects the momentum of her projectiles, her own momentum, so it'll help her move faster. It controls the enemy to some extent, and so it does really crazy things. So like, yeah, old BlazBlue characters are built around their drive, which is basically their big gimmick. So BlazBlue is much more hyper-focused on character gimmicks.
This calls for
For example, Relius isn't like Zato, where he negative edges on all his buttons. His drive button just controls the puppet. Like, that's how it works. Anyway, right, so Rachel controls the weather, which is super sick because she kind of just, like, flings shit around the screen really fast with wind. She has crazy mix-ups with, like, using the wind to make her fall faster, or, you know, she can make her movement much better. Yeah, it's super cool.
No. Let's go. That's not right. You're mine.
So yeah, that's Rachel. And then another one is Izayoi. Izayoi is pretty much a character with like every tool available. She's got like projectiles, she's got stance cancels, she's got like pretty strong neutral, pretty strong pressure, good but the most interesting thing is that she can swap between having normal movement and an Ino like hover dash, or like Morrigan movement basically. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, she's the game's hover dash character. Then there's also Izanami. Izanami is extremely cool. She's basically one of those characters that can like play really patient zoning and also really heavy rushdown, and do both really effectively. And instead of a double jump, she has a levitate. So she'll like put down a little thing in the air, like, and she can float and use her ground normals in the air. And that actually has a lot of interesting implications for her pressure, because what she can do is if she ever jump cancels, she can then float, right? And then use her ground normals for pressure, and then cancel the float into a falling air attack for an overhead mix-up.
I know something
Like
that'll
an
protect
overhead
you.
low mix-up. Which is really cool.
Sona. There.
What? Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
It's time. Hold on.
This should do it.
So yeah, Izanami's got cool shit.
I will not
And her
lose.
drive also
Your
gives
aptitude for
her
determining your
this
opponent's affinity is
stance
quite
where she can
impressive.
shoot off
I too am
these
beginning
little
to
like
warm up. However,
drill
the
thingies.
next phase won't be nearly as
And she can
simple.
do it like during
This
other
goes for-
actions, so she can make like anything safe or like little things like that.
Here I come.
But you can't block during it, so she's kind of similar to Happy Chaos in a way.
Will you survive?
But she also has this thing called the rib cage,
Time for a comeback.
and this is where things get funny. The rib cage is like a pose, but it's like stuck to her. But it takes up what's called barrier gauge, so there is a resource tied to it basically.
Something else.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Let's
So
go.
like Izanami is also like really cool. There's also Valkenheim. His drive lets him transform into a wolf, which gives him greater mobility and access to mix-ups. So he has to like bounce between transforming, like it is gauge limited. He has to balance like staying in human form and transforming into a wolf. And then there's S, and her drive attacks will leave behind like these seals that like go off after like a delay. So they like are delay detonated kind of.
What? Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Yo! Yo boys, we did it! 4784, that's a good roll.
What a display. The countless hardships you've suffered have clearly been of benefit to you. It's often said that luck determines a great deal of one's success. Change.
Okay, right, no. I'm gonna get off the BlazBlue talk for a second. But we'll be back onto it soon, probably, but... Oh, my critical rate reverted. Critical rate boost actually does play a role in Hysterical Slap. This is the only place where if Futaba boosts your crit rate, it actually does something, because this is less than the 60% cap. Okay.
Go down.
Fuck.
So, you were unable to knock me down. Perhaps Lady Luck is no longer at your side. This ends here. Nothing personal.
Didn't get one crit. We didn't get one crit. That's a 40.
The finishing
Ah,
blow
fuck
will
me.
be dealt by us.
Back to the BlazBlue character talk. Yay!
Keep trying. It seems
So
you're currently
close.
unable.
You're right. That is our best run so far tonight as well. Like that was a good run. Oof.
I have been waiting.
Yeah, okay, right. Back to whoever I was on. I was on S. Who else is really interesting? I mean, like those are the characters that
I'm pleased
are like
to see
really
that you haven't
interesting
given
to
up on
me.
your rehabilitation. Now,
But like
let's
I
begin.
think if there's anyone I end up playing, it's probably like Relius, 9,
how's this?
Relius 9, Rachel, or Izanami is probably like the four most likely. Because they're all really
Let's go.
cool. Of course, you know, there's tons of other really interesting characters in BlazBlue. There are ones like... who should I talk about? Kokanoe. Kokanoe is pretty cool. She's part of the group that I might play as well. I didn't mention her yet. Kokanoe can set up like a bunch of traps and shit on the screen, but she's also got these things called gravitons she can set up. And when she sets up like a graviton, it pulls her enemy in. She can also use it to push him out, of course, and she can use it to manipulate her traps. So there are a lot of drives where it's just like controlling positioning, right? Like for example, the grappler Tager has this thing where if he gets close to you and applies it, he can like apply magnetism to you, and so he pulls you in like passively, pretty much. Which, I mean, for grappler is pretty good, but Tager still fucking sucks.
Come.
This calls for Persona.
Persona. This isn't it. Go down.
There's Platinum the Trinity, who's kind of like Faust in terms of random items, but like more controlled kind of, because it's not random, it's on like a set pattern. And there's like 2 patterns it can be, and you can establish that at the start of the game. So she's kind of like Lolly Faust. At least in terms of the pulling random items, not really in terms of anything else. There's a Mane who's kind of like Femboy Axel, except with an extra added detail that if a Mane ever gets in on you, a Mane has this thing where like there's like this drill gauge, and whenever you use drive, it like goes up, and when it reaches 3. Oh yeah, it's on sale right now, by the way. It's like 50% off. So it's like 200-ish rand. Whenever the drive gauge hits 3, Amane just starts tearing up your like tearing you up in terms of chip damage. Yeah, it's a crazy fucking game.
Change. Persona.
Amane reminds me of there's this classic Mortal Kombat like 11 streamer clip where it's like there's this guy, he's playing through the story mode and he's like watching a cutscene. It's like, you know, one of the characters like walking at like pans past their ass. It's like, whoa, she fine. Who dat? That Cassie Cage? And then it just turns out it's Jax. And the look on his face is so good. It's so good.
Will be dealt by us.
Okay, I want to take a second to find this clip. I want to take a second to find this clip because it's so good. It's actually, it's not even fair how good it
I await
is.
your next attempt to duel me with the hopes of improved results.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. Fuck, I need to find this. I really need to find this. Where would I have sent it? Oh boy. Yeah, we could use this as an emotive for the thumbnail. This is an atrocity, and I do love it, Ari. Thank you a lot. That was sent 4 minutes ago, so I've only just seen it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I'm done with Lavenza attempts for the night. I think we're just gonna chill a bit before I head off, and I'm gonna see if I can find that clip as well. Crap, where will I find this? Yeah, okay, well, I don't know where to find this, like... that's such a shame, I need this clip. But, like, I think, with that, though, I'm gonna end stream right now. Thanks to everyone who watched. We supposedly had, like, 3 or 4 viewers at some point. I know that Dan and Jesse are in chat, but they're playing Stardew or something, because they're in Discord together, so... yeah. I'm probably gonna head on to Discord the moment this ends, so Ari, if you want to, you can join too. And then... this was the first stream on YouTube. It went well. Looks like quality was good. I think you can even select quality options, which is actually pretty great. Unlike... yeah, you can select quality options, which is something that Twitch didn't let us do. Which is actually such a great improvement, by the way. Twitch literally didn't let us do it, because I didn't want to sign the affiliate contract, because the affiliate contract sucks. Yeah, okay. Good night, everyone. Bye. That was our first